I'm back with your science portion, that is matter around us pure. So in this we have already discussed in our previous classes about the meaning of pure substances, which all comes under the pure substances, types of elements, types of mixtures, the meaning of solutions, suspensions, colloids. These are all the things we have discussed in our previous classes. So today we are going to discuss another types of chemical changes. So in the nature around us we find so many types of the changes. By those changes we may get some new substances also or may not. Right? So what are all those? What are all the types called? Examples, that all we are going to discuss today. Those types are physical change and the chemical change. Those changes are physical change and the chemical change. So let me begin with the physical change first. Physical change. Students, to know you the meaning of physical change, let me give you an example. That is breaking of a glass tumbler. See, this is one change what we find. You have taken and imagine this is the glass and you are going to put it down. What happens? It will break. The tumbler is going to break. What you got? Did you get any new substance? No. You got the glass pieces. Is there anything new? No. Okay. Let us take one more example. That is boiling of a water. Boiling of water. You took the water, you made it into boil. What happens when it reaches 100 degrees Celsius? It may convert into steam. But are you getting any new substance after this change? No, we are not getting any new substances. Okay, fine. These glass pieces, again can we use? Again can you use it in the manufacturing of the glass and all? Yes, we can use it. What about this boiling of the water? The water is converted into steam. If you are going to condense that steam, can you convert it into water again? Yes, we can. Right? Means which is reversible, and you are not going to get any new substance after the change. Such changes are called as the physical change. Hope you are understanding, students. What is physical change? Take down the changes in which no new substances are formed. No new substances are formed. No new substances are formed are called physical changes. See, after all these examples, are you getting any new substance? No, we are not getting anything new. So, such changes are called as the physical changes. Example, breaking of a glass tumbler, boiling of a water, melting of a ice, glowing of the electric bulb. Glowing of the electric bulb. If you switch on, you are going to connect the electric circuit. So there is a flow. You are going to get the light. If you off, again everything is reversed. Right? So glowing of the bulb. So such examples comes for physical changes. Right, students? Yes. Take down its properties. The first one already you have written, that is no new substances are formed. The second one, it is a temporary change. What second point we write? It's a temporary change. See, you took the water, you made it to boil, you got the steam. Steam again you condense, you get it water. Melting of the ice, you already made it into ice. Okay, so again keep it to the normal temperature, it will start melting, right? So this is all the temporary changes. These are not the permanent changes. The next one, it is easily reversible. The physical changes are easily reversible. You can reverse it. See, glass tumbler you took, it is broken. So again you can use the glass pieces for manufacturing of the glass or something else. So it is called as easily reversible. The next one, very little heat energy is absorbed or given out during the change. Little amount of energy, it may be the form of heat energy or the light energy. A very amount of heat or light energy, what happened? Is absorbed or given out. Can I write it here, students? Is absorbed or given out. You can utilize what you can give out. So that we find in case of a physical change. Next property, students. The mass of a substance does not alter. Mass of the substance does not alter. See, how much is the glass tumbler? Those many glass pieces you are going to get. The mass is not going to change after the physical change, right? So we are not getting any new substances. Such changes are called as the physical change. These physical changes are temporary. Easily they can be reversed. And little amount of heat energy or light energy might be utilized or might be given out during the reaction. Or the mass will not alter after the physical change. Right, students? So these are all called as the physical change. A type of reaction you can say, or a type of change. Coming to the next one, that is chemical change. Yes, students, there is one more type of the change that is called as the chemical change. What is chemical change? Let us take one or two examples, you will come to know. Let us take the example as burning of fuels. Burning of fuels. What combustion will say, no? So combustion of the fuels. Petrol, diesel, kerosene, anything you take. So what happened here? We took the fuel. It will undergo the combustion process. You are going to get the energy, right? So is it reversible or irreversible? Just think. Are you getting any new substance or not? Is it temporary or permanent? Students, what can you say? Yes, after this example we can understand that burning of the fuels, new substance is formed. What is the new substance? That is the energy, right? So from the fuels, by the combustion of the fuels, you are getting the energy. That is the new thing we can say. Okay, this is an irreversible process. You can't make it again from the energy. You can't get the fuels. So it is an irreversible, right? And it is one of the permanent change. So such changes are called as the chemical changes. Hope you are understanding, students. Take few more examples. Sorry. It may be burning of a paper. Burning of paper. What new substance you got after the burning of the paper? Ash what you are getting, we will consider it as a new substance. Okay, so new substances will form after some reactions. Such a changes, such a reactions comes under the chemical changes. Next, it may be growth of a plant. Growth of a plant. What is the new substance you got? The height of the plant is increased, right? So growth we got, that is the new something. Right, students? Fine. Hope you are understanding now. Take down. The changes in which new substances are formed. New substances are formed called chemical changes. Called chemical changes. Example, take down these examples, students. Along with this, you can write so many examples like formation of curd, formation of curd from milk, formation of the curd from the milk. Yes. Okay, students. So like this, so many changes we find called as the chemical changes. Take down the properties, students. The first one, a new substance is formed. What is the first property? A new substance is formed. A new substance is formed. That is the first property. The second one, is it a permanent change? Yes, it is a permanent change. In case of physical change, what we said, students? It is a temporary, because from that substance nothing new is formed and you can get it back the first one, previous one. But here what happens? It is a permanent change. The next one, it is an irreversible process. It is irreversible. Again, from the curd you can't get the milk. Again, the new products of the milk will form, but milk products, but not the milk. Right? You can't make the plant into short. No, growth takes place, means over, like that. So it is called as the irreversible process. And in this change, a lot of energy is absorbed. Which energy? Either heat energy or light energy is absorbed or given out. Okay? A lot of means maximum amount of heat or light energy is absorbed or given out during this change. Complete the sentence, students. Just I am writing the words. Okay. So you are using maximum amount of heat energy, or if it is required, you are using the light energy. Either you might be absorbing, means utilizing, or after the reaction it may come out. So anything may happen during this, that we can say. The next property, the mass of a substance does not alter. The same thing we discussed here also. In case of physical change, the mass will remain the same. Okay, the mass of a substance in the physical change we discussed that does not alter. But here what happens? The mass of a substance does alter. The mass of the substance does alter in a chemical reaction. Okay, so there we discussed does not alter, but it is here it changes. The fuel mass is different, how much energy you are getting, that quantity is different. So mass differs, right? So like this, students, we find two types of changes in the surroundings, that is called as physical change already what we have discussed. Now it is a chemical change. So what is chemical change? New substances are formed which are permanent, and this is an irreversible process. Lot of heat energy or light energy might be utilized or given out during the reaction, and mass of the substance does alter during the reaction. Okay students, hope you are understanding. Yes, so remaining still lesson is there. We will continue with the next section. Take down the homework students. First question. Write differences between physical and chemical changes. Physical and chemical changes. Okay. When you are writing differences, so write examples also. Okay. 2 examples on both the sides you have read. So complete your work students. Study well. We will continue in our next class. Okay. Thank you.